Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live. Now, you will have to excuse my voice and my lack of energy. Unfortunately, I have tested positive to that C word this week, or on the weekend, I should say, and I am going through all the emotion, not the emotions, the effects of that at the moment is probably the best way to put it. I will start by saying tonight will probably be a short show because I allowed myself 3 hours this afternoon to have a sleep to try and reserve some energy for tonight. So welcome and thank you for joining in and also being patient with me. If I do mute myself, it just means I don't want to cough in your ear as well. So if the sound does drop out for a moment, that's probably what is going on. I do ask people to help me spread the love and invite your friends, family to join in as well. Also, please do tonight I'm only going to do card readings, all right? So you can ask a question or a subject that you would like a little bit of guidance around. And I will use that mine and Deb's Inner Soul Guidance cards that we had published last year. And if you want to buy a deck of those, you can go to innersoulguidance.com.au or through my website, leannewinston.com as well. I'm sorry, I will be sucking on water as we go. It seems to help not coughing. But before I do get started and jump into the reading side of stuff, I just want to say hi to everybody that's jumping in. We've got my mum here. Thanks, Mum. Mia is here as well. Sorry, honey, if I said that wrong. Hey, Kim. Yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling better or not. I seem to have hit a wall today. Slept for most of Monday, most of Tuesday. Today's Wednesday, 3 hours sleep today. But at least I have got past the hot and the cold. There for a couple of days, I couldn't decide if I was hot or cold. So thank you, honey. Thank you, everybody, for the very lovely wishes that people are sending through as well. Tamara's here. Tiffany is here as well. Hey, honey. Sarah's here. Hey, Sarah. We've got Regan. Hey, honey. No, it's not a nice feeling. And believe me, I'm sure there are people out there that have struggled so much more with this than what I am going through as well. So my heart goes out to anybody that has been or is affected by it as well. So unfortunately, our house is full of it at the moment. What's today? Day 3, I think it is. And I'm getting bored already, but at the same time, I don't have the energy to do much at either. My husband did a couple of things outside today thinking, oh, I feel a bit better, and had to go and have a lay down after that. So, hey, Megan, Tamara was said hi, sending some love and energy. Thanks, honey. I really appreciate that. Chris is here. Hey, Chris, how you going? Nat's here. Hey, Nat. Thank you, honey. Nikki. Sarah would love a card. Yep. Okay, we'll get to those. Amy. Carrie Ann. I could go on and keep saying hi to everybody. So maybe what I would do to save my voice and the coughing fits is just say hello to everybody that is commenting there as well. And then I can focus more so on the subject I want to talk about and pulling some cards for people. Hey, Roz. Oh, sorry. Hey, Barbara. Beautiful. All right. So I'll just say a big shout out to everybody. All right. So I guess out of all this and what's going on at the moment is because Ross and I were supposed to be in Renmark at the moment, and unfortunately I've had to reschedule that again, or we have had to, due to me being positive. So, but I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason. This is going to be fun tonight. I can feel that itch starting, so I'm just trying to drown it. Everything does happen for a reason, and I'm a big believer at looking at the positives in everything, and it has been a joke in our house because here a couple of weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or something like that, we were a close contact. So we did the stint of 7 days of quarantining and all the rat tests and stuff like that. So it was a real joke every time we got a negative that, oh, your nego again sort of thing, and we made light of it to sort of just get through the 7 days. Now that it's come up positive, or we've come up positive, I should say, it's still a bit of a joke that, we are positive sort of thing. And I do try to look at the positives in everything. Like I said, everything happens for a reason. That reason you may not always understand right in that moment, but when you take a step back out of that energy and you look back and you reflect, you will quite often see what those lessons are, and it might not always be clear straight away. For me, I said to my husband, I just got my beautiful new car that I manifested and managed to pick up last week. I drove it, I think, about 3 or 4 times before actually having to drive out to Talent Bend to have the PCRs done, and now it's just sitting in my driveway. So I looked at the positives and I'm like, well, at least I'm keeping the K's low on it by not being able to drive it. I can still admire it from my bedroom window and sort of roll over it is probably a good way to put it. But when I do get out early next week, it will be just as amazing and worth the wait to be able to go out and go for that drive and do the things that I am missing so much at the moment. But at the same time, I'm nurturing me. And I always say that spirit does pull me up in a big way. And when I go down, I usually go down quite well. And it is spirit's way of going, you've pushed too hard. You need to nurture yourself, because a lot of us are very good at looking after everybody else, but forgetting about ourselves. And a lot of the work that I have been doing on myself the last 6 or 8 months, excuse me, sorry, I forgot to mute myself, is very much about bringing yourself back into alignment and not sitting in that hustle mode. And continuing to sit in burnout. Now, if I hadn't stepped back in the way I'm doing things, and I continued on in that burnout mode that I have sat in for many years, or at least probably the last 10 years or so, I can imagine what this virus would have done to me in that sense. So I'm grateful for the fact that I have learned to find more balance, to step back, not work as hard, work smarter, not harder is my motto, and it has been for 3 or 4 years, but it's taken me a while to fine-tune that and give myself the permission to realize that I don't need to work hard and run myself into the ground to be as effective. So by nurturing yourselves in no matter what you are doing, you can be more effective in by doing less and make more of an impact, because I am very much about helping people and making as much impact, not just, in my town, my state, my country. I want to be able to help people all around the world. And I guess on a small version, I do that. So I want people to start thinking about what they are doing. What are the positives in what they are doing? Let's start shifting that mindset and looking at what it is we need to shift in our lives. Where do we need to bring that balance in? Do we need to work in that hustle mode constantly? Now, I'm sure there's a lot of industries out there that are very much the same. It's not just this industry. But my goal is, through my own experiences, is to help a lot of other spiritual workers and healers, business people, realize that we don't need to do it. And it doesn't just need to be around the spiritual side of stuff. Like I said, any industry that you're working in, do you really need to put the yourself into that burnout mode? Do you really need to push hard to get those effects? Because the way the universal energy is going, it's more about sitting in that love and that balanced space. And if we can sit in that love area and breathe through the heart space, we are going to find we're going to sit in more that light, loving energy that is going to bring balance back into our lives. So in whatever it is that you're doing, your personal life, and have that joy that comes with it. So it really is like a scale that we need to balance. Hey, now I'm going to get this wrong. Lainey Shots from Scotland. Welcome, honey. And I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. I am hopeless when it comes to thanks, Chris. Hey, Kim. So I will go through and have a look at people's messages after as well. So I just want to acknowledge those people here. So thanks, Dana. Hey, honey. Sandra's here. So sorry, honey. So sorry you're not feeling well. Healings and hugs to the family. Could I please have a card? Yep, we will get to those very shortly, hun. All right, and we do have Ashley down in the green room, so we will bring her up shortly and say hi as well. Chris, I'm more than happy to take your car for a few days. Boom, boom, very nice car. And congratulations, thank you. There's only one thing, Chris, and I had to decide whether I wanted the car that I got, or did I want to stay with a four-wheel drive? And as much as I love going off-road, and I know you do too, it was like I hadn't done it for nearly 2-3 years. And the amount of time we did get to do it, I decided to go with the Kia Sportage. So my daughter's determined that she needs a four-wheel drive when she decides she wants to buy a new car. So I'm sure there will be ways that I can still get off road in that way. Yeah, so thank you for the offer, Chris. If it looks like it needs driving, I will let you know. I'm sure there's a lineup, believe me. I love it. So, like I was saying, it's, I look at this time as this is my time to nurture myself. I thought, okay, when I tested positive, that, hey, I can catch up on my study and I can get all these things done. But this has literally knocked me out in the sense that I got up this morning to do part of my online study for an hour to sit in front of the computer just for an hour and mainly like do a meditation and listen to what my mentor was talking about and have my input. Really took it out of me. I literally got off of here and went and sat in the lounge and closed my eyes. I think that was probably 45 minutes or so, but then this afternoon went and had a good 3-hour sleep. So, there's reasons why all this stuff comes up, and I know there is a lot of hype around this virus and belief systems, and believe me, I don't have an opinion on what's wrong, what's right, or anything. It's all what suits everybody in that sense. So, we deal with what we're given in the best way we can. And I guess that's a point I also want to make is we need to do what is right for you as an individual. And there should be no judgment around that when we do what is needed for us as well with that. And I think the more that we can stay in that balance, the more we can look at the positives in things, and the more that we can learn from our experiences and what we go through to how we move forward is what is really important. And like I said, it's up to the individual. And it is very much about bringing balance back into your life. Okay. I'm sure if it wasn't this virus, it would be something else that would pull me up to go, hey, you need to nurture yourself. And it was only a matter of time until that came up where Spirit goes, okay, you just need a bit more time to just sit back and to really nurture yourself. Now, I mean, like, this is really nurturing yourself when all you do is you get up, have a shower is an effort sort of thing. And all you want to do is sleep. So in that sense, and believe me, if you want to lose weight, food tastes like shit. Excuse my French. My smell is heightened. but the food is very average sort of thing. So with a bit of luck, it might do me some good in that way. So there's another positive with that. I should have a night off. Feeling so sorry for you. Oh, honey, thank you. Do you know what? I did think about it in having a night off, but I really did want to show up for people because I've got so many beautiful members that are part of my membership. So I wanted to show up for you guys. But at the same time, I also wanted to take this opportunity to help people realize why things happen, or not even realize, just to take a look at why things happen. And like I said, I probably won't stay here for the full hour, and I will be going to bed after this again. And I also have until midnight Sunday to nurture myself before we are back out in the world, so to speak, on this, Monday. And it's great timing in the sense that my daughter has her graduation with uni on Tuesday. So thank God we will be able to do that. But thank you, Sandra, for your love and your support and understanding as well. So Sarah says, hey, am I seeing the guy? I got a yes with that, honey, just really quickly without going into that information too much. So let's, while I take a sip of my drink, let's bring Alicia up and say hey to her. Let me unmute you, honey. Hey, hun, how you going?
Good. How are you? Other than sick.
Yeah, not too bad. A bit bored, actually. I'm at that point where I'm kind of restless.
Yeah.
And my screen is doing weird things again today. Let me see if I can just shock it back into the... No, it's not going to work. So we're going to just look at your pretty face. I'm at that point where I'm restless, but I don't know what I want to do with myself, sort of thing. So it was like, well, this is a good distraction. So, and how have you been?
Yeah, all right.
Been busy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah. So, all ready for Easter?
Yeah, not doing it, not working.
Yeah. One good thing is I did manage to get my Easter shopping done before having to go into quarantine. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing anybody for Easter.
Yeah.
But the good thing is when I do start feeling better, I've got a shitload of chocolate. Yeah. I'll be like, here's a photo of your Easter present, but I'm sorry, it's gone.
Yeah, I enjoy that on your behalf.
Yeah, that's it. So I have learned that white chocolate helps your throat. So he's sucking on that. So my daughter and I polished off nearly a block the other night just to stop the scratchy throat. I won't say that was Mum's present, no, because I got extra. So beautiful. Did you have a question, hon, you would like to ask?
Nothing as such, just if there's anything like in general that comes along, or whether the decision that I just made a few minutes ago, because I trusted my gut with it, like my gut screamed no, if that was the right decision or whether I just jumped to conclusions.
Okay, I got it was the right decision. Let me just put me on screen, excuse me, so you can see the card that I just pulled. And it's about making the peace offering, absorbing that silence in that inner peace sort of thing. So to me, the decision you just made, you need to find the peace in that because it is the right decision. So go back into your heart space.
Yeah.
And not sit in the head energy, because what you're doing is you're sitting in that head energy that's overthinking it, questioning things in that sense. So just breathe it through the heart and feel that peace in that. And I get that you will find that balance in that decision.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So it feels quite good.
Okay.
I get smiles with that, by the way. I don't know what I just did, but we'll go with that. Let me see if I can take this one out of the picture. I'm not touching any more buttons. I've got two of us on the screen on my end, so hopefully it's the same on your end as well. So, yeah, but I get it's right timing as well. So what would be the significance to the timing at the moment?
I don't know that like, I don't think that's related to, like, someone that I don't know had just asked me to do something for them, and it just, my gut just said no, like,
Yeah.
that wasn't the thing. But I don't know, like,
keep that in mind as you move forward and you reflect on it, because it's not the right timing to do that.
Oh, they did. They said to me next time, but I was like, I don't know about next time.
I get no. No.
Yeah, no.
The timing's not there. It's not the right time.
No.
And I don't think that energy's right.
Yeah, because it was just like, my gut just screamed, don't say yes to helping them. And I was like, I feel really bad, but.
No. And that's the thing. So many people say yes to please others.
Yeah.
And we can't keep sitting in that energy. We need to look at it from our point of view. Does it serve a purpose to us?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, you move on.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So don't let the guilt take over, because that's the old ways, the old-fashioned, old structures. And that's what we've got to let go of.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, honey, it's lovely to see you. Please give Mum and your grandmother and family our love, and happy Easter.
Oh, the timing thing. It was her birthday yesterday.
Ah, beautiful.
Could well be that. Yeah.
Yeah. Did she have a lovely day?
She did. We had dinner at my auntie's and Shannon came down.
Oh, gorgeous. I love it when the family all comes together like that. Wonderful. Give her a big hug for me when you see her, please.
Lovely.
I'll keep my germs to myself, though. Oh, good, hun. Take care. Much love to everyone.
Thank you. Feel better.
All right. You're welcome. Thanks, hun. See you later. Bye. Okay, let me see if I've done it right. Yes, wonderful. And I didn't sorry, cut Ashley off, so that's a good thing. All right, we do have Janet in the screen. We will bring Janet up shortly, but let me just pick a couple of cards for people as well. So we'll get a couple of these done. I'm drawn to Tiffany first up. So she says, hi Leanne, how are you? Yeah, been better, thanks, honey. But all good. Okay, so the card I have pulled for you, honey, is the protection. All right. So this is very much about, I'm going to read it to you, then I'm going to give you some more insight in it. Okay, so it says, may your guided light surround you, watch over you, and help protect you on your journey. So know that you are guided is the very first thing I get with that from the other side, but you are also looked after and you are protected in the same way. Know that you're heading in the right direction as well. So whether you're being second guessing yourself a little bit lately or getting a little bit too much in your head, but you're heading in the right direction, that protection is there. Let yourself shine, okay? Let that energy come through. Don't hold yourself back is the reference I'm also getting there as well, okay? So all the best with you too, honey. Okay. Regan says recently separated. Sorry, hon. From my husband, going through divorce and just need a little help into the future. Okay, honey. I keep hearing don't look back, so I don't know if that's something that you're determined to keep moving forward or you are pushing to move forward quite quickly. I just keep hearing don't look back in that way. Okay, I'm just going to pull you a card. Okay. The rings. Now, okay, so the rings doesn't always, and I love the way this has come out around this question, the rings doesn't always mean the coming together or the relationship coming back in this situation. I'll read you the card, then I'm going to give you the breakdown. As I said, this is the time to come together, protection and promises. So in your case, was that protection, that promise broken, is the question I want to put to you. Okay. I also feel that something else is coming together. Now, I don't mean another relationship. I do feel like it is more about the connection to yourself. All right. So whether you're finding yourself or you felt lost in the relationship, I get it. It's all coming together moving forward. All right. I do feel that you are on the right pathway, and I wish you all the very best with that as well. So, um, okay. Oh, I've got to crack my neck. Sorry. Julie, hey, lovely. Hope you're feeling better soon. I would love a card, please. Certainly, hun. Oh, that one just jumped out at me. The fire is the card that has come out, and it's take control. Find the fire deep within your soul. So what is pushing you at the moment, honey, that you're holding back on? I do get the reference to it. It's really important to go deep within. Look at what it is that you truly want. What is your passion, and sit in that energy, okay? Find that inner fire, that thing that really lights you up. All right, this is the time to do it. And remember that we are in a massive heightened period at the moment as well. So it is very much about the manifesting. Oh, sorry, I'm getting hot again. It is about the manifestation, so be careful what we wish for in this time, and that's going to go right through until about August, end of August with that, okay? Sorry, guys. So I wish you all the best with that. Okay, I'm not sure if I said hi to Nikki. Hey, Nikki. That was Nat's comment. Thanks, Nat. I don't know why yours came up. I actually clicked on the one underneath because I know I mentioned you earlier. So thanks, Nikki. Sarah is asking for a card, and then I'm going to bring Jen up and say hello to Jen. Whoa, okay. So, Sarah, excuse me. The card that has come up is the tree card, and it's about reconnecting with Mother Earth to that flow. Grounding brings balance. Take time out to restore your energy, okay? And this is a really good reminder for everybody as well, because we do get ourselves out of that alignment. And I know the last 2-3 days, I haven't been doing my meditations like I would normally, and I am feeling that shift within myself that is bringing up that bit of an imbalance. So today, just to even sit on the lounge and do that meditation, go back within and just reconnect, made a whole lot of difference. All right. So find your practices, find what works for you, and keep practicing it each day. Make it a routine that you do regularly. And when you do that, you're going to find that magic will flow. All right, beautiful. I hope that helps. All right, let's bring the lovely Jen up. Hey, Jen. Oops, what have we got? Nah, it's playing silly buggers with me again. And let me unmute you so I can hear you. My head's not with it today. How are you, hun?
I'm good. How are you? I missed the beginning, so I didn't hear if you said that you were ill, but you sound not ill.
I tested positive on Sunday for that lovely C word.
Oh, the spicy
the dreaded. Yes, yes. So it's been a
really?
lovely week so far.
Oh no! Why are you online?
Because I'm bored. I wanted to show up at least for you guys, even if it was only half an hour. So I had a 3-hour sleep earlier on, so I would have some energy to come on, and that's why I'm only doing card readings tonight as well. So yeah.
How is it? How?
Well, I got my results back about 10:30 on Sunday night. Monday, I woke up thinking, oh, yeah, this isn't too bad. Went and had a shower, and that just started it all off. So hot, cold for the last 2 days type of thing. Today's the first day I haven't really felt that, but it's just exhausting, tired.
Yeah.
More than anything, a bit of a head cold, bit of a chest, but
yeah.
It is what it is,
Yeah.
sort of thing. And I'm sure there's people out there much worse with other things.
I was going to say, at least you're not on a respirator in hospital. So
no, that's it. It's triggered my daughter's asthma, so we're just keeping a close eye on that at the moment. So she's struggling a bit this afternoon, sort of thing. But if I can keep her calm, it seems to be better. So and how have you been?
Yeah, good. It's been work-wise a busy week. Yep. Kind of my team has shrunk from 16 to 3 people. So
Oh wow. Same
yeah.
thing, the same effects.
Yeah, so it's interesting, but yeah, look, it is what it is. I'm actually really sad because I bought some Easter bunnies to give to some friends on Sunday because I'm going away over Easter.
Yeah,
and I just took them out my bag. They're all smashed to bits. So
oh no,
it's gonna have to eat
the job's half done for them.
I'm just gonna have to buy new ones and just eat those ones.
Yeah, well, that's it. And that's what I was just saying to Alicia. It's like I managed to get my Easter shopping done before having to go into quarantine, and if I can't get to see anybody, so if I get the munchies, guess what's first on the list? I do have my own Easter eggs to eat first.
I think that's a very, very good excuse.
That's it. So
yeah.
it'll only be a couple more days before I get to see family for my daughter's graduation. So I'm sure they'll get their eggs then. So, did you have a question, Han, you would like to ask?
Do I have a question? Immediately, I know what I want to ask, but I don't know if I should.
I get trust your intuition.
I don't know what my intuition says about that.
Well, you just don't need to know just yet. Then is the reference I get.
Well, and I think that's very valid to say, because I think there are a lot of people that kind of get hooked on this kind of stuff, and they ask them for everything and consult about everything, and I don't think that's particularly healthy. So
I quite often find myself saying to people, do you really need to know just yet? Sort of thing, because it is very much about that, and it is about breaking, the patterns, the need for sort of thing, that desperation. And it's the same, like I was talking in my class this morning that I jumped into, we're talking about how I manifested the car, and it was like moving out of that must need type of energy, I must have it now type of thing, and trusting and surrendering in the process to living it like it was already here sort of thing. Every time I got behind the wheel of my old car, I was seeing me driving my new car, smelling that smell type of thing, bringing that masculine and feminine energy into it. So but I think that's the thing, people live in the fear of, or the desperation of sort of thing.
I think it's really hard when you're manifesting, because you have to manifest something that you really want, but then at the same time let it go. But if you really want something, it's really difficult to let it go. So it's a difficult concept to wrap your head around. But and
that's where I think it pays not to put timelines on stuff. Like I want my amazing house down near the beach, and then it's coming. I've just got to be patient, and that's a big thing. It's learning how to be patient as part of that manifestation side.
I'm not very good at
that. It's something I'm slowly learning. And it's usually when I throw my arms up in the air and go, I'm over it, but things actually move, sort of thing. So it's quite interesting the way it happens.
Look, I'm not gonna ask the question that I instinctively want to know, because I think it's actually good for me to just go with the flow on it, and I think you get a bit of an idea as to what it's in relation to, or who it's in relation to. But yes, I will just let that. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Just let it go with the flow. That's fine.
Perfect.
But I will ask. I had a conversation a week or 2 weeks ago with somebody work related. And just wondering what you see with that. Like, is it going to work out the way that I want it to work out? And am I, that thing of like, be careful of what you wish for?
Yes.
Is it going to, I kind of get a bit of a feeling that it's going to be good, but it might be be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. So before I touch on that, I had to laugh because while you were talking, I pulled a card, and the card was the turtle. Now, the card is about endurance, perception, keeping it on a steady path and finding a slower and steady way. So be patient.
Is that
I
in
had to laugh.
relation to my
That other question, yes.
Oh, right, the first one.
Yeah, so
That is hilarious.
I had to laugh when it fell out, and I thought, oh, that's just hilarious when we're talking about,
Because
being patients and stuff like that.
because that card doesn't really work for the work question, but
No.
100% it works for the
Look at that.
look at that.
It's like you push it one moment. I was trying to bring it back to you because you were talking, and then we appeared. So,
That's good.
oh, who knows?
Now don't touch it.
Yeah, no, that's it. Hands folded, not touching anything.
Yeah, but it's funny because that card works for the first question,
Yeah,
but it
but not the
absolutely
second.
doesn't work for the second. So I was like, well, I don't know. Yeah.
That's it. So to your excuse me, to your second question, I get, yes, it's going to work out, but it's not going to be quite all you're expecting, but it is positive, sort of thing. So to me, there's going to be a slight variance in what it is compared to what you're thinking it could be in that sense. But it is a step in the right direction, and it does bring a lot more opportunity with it.
Yeah.
So
that's what I feel. And I feel that, look, I maybe have gotten a bit lazy, and I know that I'm not being stretched, and I think that this will stretch me. It's a little bit scary for me because I'm such a, I'm so used to being the high performer, high achiever that I'm worried that if I'm stretched and if I can't do it, then, or I really worry about letting people down.
Yeah.
So,
and that's what we've got to step away from.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's the old ways, the old structures. Okay, but you think about it, you've gone through a time where you've had a bit of a break in a sense that you've for reasons to step back out of that high impact energy.
Yeah.
And now you're stepping back in, and it's like, okay, am I game to push my boundaries? This is a bit out of my norm that I'm used to at the moment, sort of thing. So I do get it is about testing those boundaries, and I get you will rock it, sort of thing. So I don't see it being an issue. You take everything in your stride, sort of thing. So to me, it's like if the challenge set, you make it and more. Sort of thing. So it's just stepping out of that unknown energy and that headspace of overthinking things, the old ways, the old structures. Sit in that heart space, and it will just flow.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, because we've moved so much out of that masculine energy, which is our structure, the things that we've got to have in the past, in the place to do all that, to now sit in that feminine energy and just trust and surrender and allow it to come in and out as it's needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where the magic will happen.
Okay. Look, everything that you're saying, it matches up to what I'm feeling. So I just need to believe in it and go with it and just take a chance and believe in myself. So I
that's the
know
key.
what you're saying is true, because it's exactly the things that I'm thinking internally anyway. So
that's it. And I love the way that you said believe in yourself. But it's also believe in trust and surrender in the process.
Yeah.
At the same time, because it wouldn't be put in front of you if it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. Well, on that, I'm going to sneak a really quick little question in as well.
Yeah.
There's somebody that has asked to meet me this weekend. Do you think that I should? Do you think I shouldn't? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing?
I say go with the flow. Have fun with it. Yes.
I don't know about that.
What's the fear for you?
That it's going to bring up a whole bunch of stuff that I don't need bring up. Not even that, but just it's I don't see what the benefit is for me, quite frankly. Like, I feel like I have moved past it. I've done the work.
Yep.
But this other person may not have.
Yep.
And I could potentially help them.
Yep.
It's also not my job. And
I was going to say, do you want to go down that pathway of helping them? Because I was getting not really.
Yeah.
You've made the decision already, because it's not, you've said it's not benefiting you.
Yeah, but I'm also not usually so. I know it's not selfish, but for lack of better words, I'm going to say that it's selfish. But usually, when people need help and I feel like I can help them, I do. Like I'll bend over backwards. But with it, because of what it is, I'm just like, I don't know what good will come of this for me.
Yeah,
and it's not always about me, but usually you get some kind of warm fuzzies from helping someone. Like I don't kind of get that feeling, but God, I'm bloody curious. I'm just like, there's a huge part of me that's so curious, and it could be fine, but yeah, I don't know. And it's also like, do I want to spend my time like that?
Yeah, that's the other thing. And a question for you is, if you were to put yourself, I don't even want to say put yourself out, if you were to go down that pathway and help that person, is that person in your mind in the right space to accept that help or to make change, want to help themselves?
Look, I think they're a bit nuts, so who knows?
So that would be for me enough to go, I'm not the right person to help them.
Yeah.
Because usually people in that energy, they want people to rescue them.
Yeah.
Or they want to draw people in to help them, but at the same time aren't ready to make the change in their own lives. They're not ready to help themselves.
Yeah.
So then to me, that is you're giving and not getting anything back.
Yeah.
And that's what, wears us out. I've done that for many years.
That's what I feel like. Like I would be giving everything and I'm like, there's no benefit for me here. So okay.
Yeah. Right. So decision made.
Yeah. It's funny. I just asked you to reaffirm what I'm already thinking.
And that's the thing. And this is the biggest thing. So many people have, like, everybody's got intuition.
Yeah.
Everybody gets these feelings, but the monkey mind takes over. We question ourselves and we sit too much in the head space. This is the time we now need to be working in the heart space.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And the heart, you'll make that decision when you're completely in the heart space and it will just feel right. You'll feel peace with that decision, not going back and forth in the head.
Yeah.
Because we get very much torn between the head and the heart at times. So there's a good reminder for everybody, a practice to put in place. So you enjoy your Easter weekend.
Thank you. You too. I hope that you don't deteriorate anymore. I hope that it's all on the up.
Yeah, I'm sure we're over the worst.
And I hope that in a few days that you'll feel a lot better.
Yeah, well, apparently we're supposed to be getting some nice weather over Easter, so I'm starting to, apparently it's supposed to be back close to 30 degrees on Saturday, Sunday, I think it was. Okay. So I'm actually thinking about sitting in the sunshine and reading a book over the weekend.
Do you have an umbrella or something, like to give a bit of shade?
We've got a fair bit of shade in our backyard with big trees, bushes, whatever you want to call it, bushy things. The bees will just fly past, but that's okay as long as I don't think I'm a freaking bear or something. So maybe that's what I need to do is raid the honey.
Honey is so good for you, though.
It is.
So good for you.
Yeah. I just wish they'd hurry up and fill the beehive up so we can tap it, sort of thing.
Well, they should be filling it up because they should be filling it up for winter, right?
Usually more spring is when they sort of do it, but we don't seem, I keep saying to my husband, we just don't seem, Chris, you might be able to give me some ideas on this. We just don't seem to have the flowers, the nectar around the hills like I remember it to be, sort of thing. So I think that has slowed the process down quite a bit this year.
I do know that, I mean, I haven't checked my hive this year yet. No, I haven't. I'm just trying to think of time frames. But I know that last year was an okay year, but the year before that was awful. Like honey production was down by like 80% across. Wow. Like it was just really, really awful. Whereas last year was like a little bit better, but still not like a good year.
Yeah.
See what this year is.
I think with what I understand, and I'm certainly no expert on this because we're new to this, last season, like last year, it seemed to kick off earlier than what it normally would, but it seemed to, I don't know, it seemed to fall in a hole quickly.
Yeah,
Is what
okay.
I understand. So, yeah, so it's been interesting. I would say the breed box has got heap of honey in it, which we'll do on for winter. But we can see when we pull the columns out of the top part, that they are building in the middle. So,
yeah,
it's just patience.
yes, yes. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful. All right, honey. Well, good to see you. And like I
You
said,
too.
you enjoy you enjoy your Easter. Mum says, I bet you ate my chocolate first. Love out. No, because I actually bought 2 blocks of white. Oh, I love it. I wouldn't eat Mum's chocolate. Mum just doesn't eat brown chocolate very often. So, yeah.
Nice.
All right, honey. Much love, and I'll see you soon.
Okay, have a good Easter. See you.
Thanks, you too. Bye. All right, beautiful. All right, gorgeous souls. I know there is still so many people here as well. You go the tree. I think that was for Sarah as well. So, okay, I see there is a scammer in the comments too, guys. So please don't reach out to that person because they are scammers and they will keep harassing you as well. So I'm guessing my little angel in the background has probably blocked that by now. All right, gorgeous souls. I'm going to leave you with that. I'm sorry, I haven't got far off of the hour, but I can certainly feel myself hitting that wall. All right, I do want to wish everybody a very happy Easter. Please remember to nurture yourself. And for those that have just come in on the back end of this, please don't go back and watch the beginning of this, because hopefully there's stuff there that you can take away and incorporate in your life as well. Thanks, Sandra. I really appreciate that, honey. And Ross says white chocolate isn't chocolate. It's confectionery. I don't know. It tastes good when you got itchy throat. So I know that. Thank you, Chris. I will do too. All right. Okay. Well, like I said, happy Easter. And I will probably try and pop in maybe over the Easter weekend, especially once I start feeling better and get very bored very quickly, as I do. All right, then. Thank you, honey. I seen your question. I only read the beginning of it, but I got a yes with that, hun. All right, I do see you going back to work. Okay, so thanks, Kim. All right, thanks, honey. All right, take care. Much love to everybody, and I will see you very soon.